to you. I hope your weekend is freaking amazing right now. So, my name is Sharita Bagby with I Am Goddess Life, and we are going to do today's goddess reading in just a moment. But first, let's step into the goddess realm. So hey y'all, heads up, my wild card is running around today, so I am going to try and keep it short. Hopefully he stays asleep and keeps it quiet. And we can make it happen, Captain. Let's start off, you know how we do. Grab your glass of water, we're going to chug-a-lug, social it up, all that good jazz. Blah, blah, and blah. I can't lie, I was totally in the mood for coffee this morning, but I'm forcing myself to stick with water. Okay. So let's do what we do. Good morning, Shannon. Grab my phone here. Thank you, God. Thank you to our angels, our goddesses, our guides, our fairies for all the awesome instruction you've been giving us for this beautiful fall equinox energy, for the sun stepping into Libra. Oh my goodness. I feel it already. Thank you so much for helping us to understand what it is that you have for our lives, for helping us to not only step back and be the silent, or not the silent observer, but to be the observers of our lives, but to recognize what it is and what the energy is that you have for us and around us, and to surrender to the will that you have for our lives. We ask that anyone who hears this message be blessed by it abundantly, and all these many wonderful things we ask in unconditional love. Amen. All right, y'all, let's dive in. Let's dive in. I'm just checking my phone here. All right, where is our message coming from? Okay. Okay. Got it, got it, got it. Let me grab few things here. I am going to grab, we're going to start with our spirit animal. Good morning, Drea. I hope your day is going all right. You know what? I literally just read your post right before I clicked go live. And girl, headaches, hard time making coffee, but you know what? I love your outlook. At the end of the day, you've got a wonderful date night planned with the sexiest man alive. And some days, you know, that's how it freaking rolls. But what I love about it is, despite everything, excuse me, you found that place of gratitude. That's what's up, mama. That is so what's up. Just like we talked about the other night in our Virgo new moon, our vibration is our point of attraction. So when we can get to that place of gratitude, guess what? That's our point of attraction. More things to be grateful about. Thank you, spirit animals. Ooh, who do you have for us today? Who do you have for us today? Okay. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. No. Okay. Got it. Okay. Drea said, been easier to do that lately. I know what you mean. I honestly, I kid you not, I think it's been the big shift since full moon in particular, the last full moon I should say, and then especially even, what am I trying to say? Where is my mind at? All right, I'm just gonna say yes. Yes, yes, yes. I completely agree. I completely agree. You know, it's really wild. I feel like I just really stepped into the shift of fall equinox. Usually, like, summer is my month, right? Or my season. Like, me and summer. I love spring because spring is fresh new beginnings, blah, blah, blah. Bear with me, guys. I'm shuffling this deck here. We're going to get our other cards from our energy deck. And so, but I don't know, for whatever reason, I feel like I was ready. Like, things are just shifting, things are moving, and they're moving at a really rapid pace, you know, just in every area and in every direction. I can't even really describe it in words. I'm like, all right, source, all right, God, all right, spirit, all right, higher self, goddess self, I surrender to whatever it is you have for me. And I'm going to take it as it comes, because I know that absolutely everything is for my highest good. Sorry about that. All right, what is it? Hold on, let me get the right question here. What is the right question? All right. So again, this is our energy deck, and really the question that I'm going to ask today is, what energy are we to be cultivating in this new season, in this new fall season? Got it. Got it. Phew. Okay, well, those just popped right out, didn't they? Got it. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3. One more. What energy? Oh, my goodness. It just flew out. Like, you don't even need to shuffle. They're just right here. All right, so let me switch the camera over and let's dive in. All right, so this first card, I actually really enjoy this card. I really, really enjoy this card. And just as a reminder, with this energy deck, that we do have reverse readings with this deck. One of the reasons why I in particular do appreciate the reverse readings in this deck is because everything leaves you feeling so loved and supported. These are not about negative aspects when we get the reverse readings. So I just want to give you a heads up on that. All right, so anxiety, worry, or distress. The woman on this card is filled with anxiety, worrying about something that causes her a great deal of discomfort. Receiving this card upright may indicate that you're experiencing a time of increasing stress, perhaps even a situation that you find yourself brooding about much of the time. However, if you notice the scene outside the window, the storm is distant and perhaps even moving away. Whatever is going on, this card is telling you to release the worry and let yourself relax. Brooding and fretting will never solve things, so trust in yourself and your process. When you live with a relaxed heart and mind, you're far more likely to receive the solutions you seek. Now, Drea says, it is interesting. This time of year, through the holidays, I suffer a deep depression. I love this time of year, but the stress of kids, back to school, work, family-ish. But this year, I am so much calmer, not fearful of the stressful season. Does that make sense? I feel how much I have changed in the past few months. Abso-freaking-lutely, girl. That makes all the sense in the world. That makes all the sense in the world. And really, like, it literally just shot life through me, because it just goes to prove that everything we've all been going through and all the guidance and direction that we've been getting, we're benefiting from, you know, whether it be not just here in the reading, but just in our lives and in our everyday understanding of who we are and what it is, and understanding that sometimes there are things that come through that can seem a little chaotic and stressful, but at the end of the day, we know that everything is for our highest good. It helps us to grow. It helps us to understand. And like you said, when you can get into a place of being calmer about it, not fearful about it, you can step back and observe it from a neutral position. Then it's like, okay, now I can roll with the punches. I don't have to be enthralled in the drama of it all. Okay, gotcha. I know that this gets a little hectic, so let me prepare for it. Like, no, I completely know what you mean. And even then, the perspective on it, just sitting back and looking on it like, okay, this isn't as freaky as it was in the past. I mean, and that's the cool thing. I love that you shared this, Drea, because that's one of the things we talked about the other night, a couple of nights this week, in relation to the Virgo new moon and deep healing and divine manifestation. And in particular, we talked about with that deep healing, sometimes it doesn't look like what we think it's going to look like. And even more so, it doesn't always happen like right away. Or even if it does happen right away, we don't always recognize it right away. So like for you, like you just said, normally you feel a certain kind of way, but this year all of a sudden you're kind of recognizing, wait a minute, the same things happen. There's still back to school. There's still work. There's still family-ish. There's still the holidays. But you know what? Somewhere in this last year, I've grown. I've changed. I'm so much more calmer. I'm not as fearful. I can approach it through from a better position to help me and my family. Like, I know exactly where you're at and what you're saying. That makes perfect freaking sense, girl. Oh my gosh, that literally, like, that shot life through me. Okay, so let me just come back to this anxiety card real quick. And again, I just want to I want to read through this again. The woman on this card is filled with anxiety, worrying about something that causes her a great deal of discomfort. Receiving this card upright may indicate that you're experiencing a time of increasing stress, perhaps even a situation that you find yourself brooding about much of the time. However, if you notice the scene outside the window, the storm is distant and perhaps even moving away. Whatever is going on, this card is telling you to relax the worry and release the worry and let yourself relax. Brooding and fretting will never solve things, so trust in yourself and your process. When you live with a relaxed heart and mind, you're far more likely to receive the solutions that you seek. So one of the things that I like in particular about what this card is saying is it's telling you to release the worry. It's not saying in particular to let the worry fade away. It is telling you to release, which means it is an active thing. It is something that we have to actively do. We have to concentrate. We have to focus on releasing. And again, I love this, how this comes in after our lecture with deep healing and divine manifestation, because you know, this is one of the things that we talked about, getting in and creating that open space, allowing things to flow so that we can receive that healing. Get in and release. When you live with a relaxed heart and mind, you are far more likely to receive the solutions that you seek. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Number 26. Let's see. Hostilities. Hostilities in reverse. Defenses up, aggressive energy is the caption that comes with that. So this card reversed marks the end of hostilities for you. Let me repeat that. This card reversed marks the end of hostilities for you. There is a shift in energies around you and even about you, and the universe is supporting your own internal shift as well. Either the aggressive action has ended due to external factors on your own intervention. Whether the aggressive action has ended due to external factors or your own intervention, this card bodes well for more peace and harmony. Be aware, however, that there may still be some action you have to take in releasing. Let's just go there. There may be some action you have to take, and it may seem on the surface that things are slow in getting better. This card encourages you, letting you know that the inner vibrations are changing and the situation will be resolved. Oh my gosh, I'm just freaking out because we spent time the other night talking about law of vibration. Oh man. And again, whether the aggressive action has ended due to external factors or your own intervention, your own releasing of these outside energies, this hostility. This card bodes well for more peace and harmony. Be aware. There still may be some action you have to take. It may seem on the surface that things are slow in getting better, but this card encourages you, letting you know that the inner vibrations are changing and the situation will be resolved. And what did we talk about with the inner vibrations the other night? Your vibration is your match point for your attraction. One of the things that just real quickly, that is so important about releasing this anxiety is, again, remembering, you know, the universe is just detecting the vibration. It's not paying attention to, it doesn't care what part of you the vibration comes from, whether it's actually in your heart, in your body, in your mind, it's detecting the vibration. So that's why it's so important for us to actively seek and release. And then what are we getting again? Oh my gosh, y'all. Are you kidding me? Rest and rejuvenation. Rest and rejuvenation. This card shows a man in a meditative and tranquil state. The message here is that it's time to relax. You may have been busy lately, but you should be soon. Excuse me. You may have been busy lately, but you should soon be finding more time to just let go. More releasing. When you do, allow yourself to go within and open up to the peace and wisdom that are vibrating there. When you do, allow yourself to go within and open up to the peace and wisdom that are vibrating there. This card upright indicates that there should be more leisure time for you now and more of an opportunity to engage in peaceful thinking. So make it a priority. Your connection to spirit brings great assistance, but it can only be achieved through regular relaxation and meditation. Now is a great time to make sure you insert this gentle activity into your daily life. In many ways, this is far more productive than an unceasing action. Dre says, funny, the last 2 days I've told myself this exact thing. Yeah, there you go, girl. Oh, and that last card, anxiety, you said not only that, but the storm is outside. She's protected from it. Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely. She's not in the midst of it, soaked, drenched in water up to her ass. You know what I'm saying? You're right. She's protected from it, and it's moving away. Creating more of a period for the hostilities to release or to be moved away. That period, that time ending, and for us to make room for rest and rejuvenation, rest and relaxation. And I love this. Make it a priority. Your connection to spirit brings great assistance, but it can only be achieved through regular relaxation and meditation. I love how all of these messages have just really been tying together this whole freaking week. And especially we asked in particular, what do we need to know moving in to this this fall season, now that we've just gone through fall equinox in the last, what, 18 hours or so, tops? I don't feel like doing the math. It's less than 24, but more than 12. It was probably, honestly, right about, I think it was like right around 4:08 Eastern yesterday, 3:08, 3:06. We had fall equinox. You get the point. So what, more like 21 hours almost? Okay, details. Angel of Love, Tender Connections. Yes, Drea, this card is gorgeous. And especially, you know, okay, let me come back to that. I'm just being told to wait. Okay. This beautiful angel comes with roses in her hair and rose-colored wings. She holds a rose quartz heart radiating tender and loving vibrations, bringing you compassion and affection. If you're looking for new love, this angel brings a message of its upcoming approach. Or if you're longing for a deeper, more intimate connection with someone already in your life, she's here to say that far greater tenderness is available for you. Either way, remember that your first intention for tenderness must be directed inward, and that the compassion that you demonstrate toward yourself will influence the energetic potential of these events in a significant way. The angel of love is smiling on you and forging connections in the energetic realm. And the thing that's really, really, really key about this, okay, so now I see why I was told to stop talking, is in particular, what does this say? Remember that your first intention for tenderness must be directed inward. The feeling that I get, the message that I get for us today in particular is that this card first starts with the love of self. Falling deeper in love with self. Really, really digging deep and finding those loving vibrations that bring compassion and affection. But again, turning them in towards self. Because again, as we turn them in towards self and we raise our vibration, then that is our attraction point. So that's how we bring greater love to ourselves from others and outside, is by focusing it inward. It's not to say that we don't love other people, that we don't give them time and attention, but it's to say that what we do to ourselves, and I say to and for ourselves, is exactly what we bring to and for ourselves. So if we neglect ourselves, then we can't be that surprised when we feel neglected in our relationships, because we set the standard for ourselves, for what the universe is to bring us. So again, for any of you who missed the other night, and by the way, I'm only keeping that up for a few more days because I am turning that into a course, into a law of vibration course. And that will not be a free course, by the way. So that will be coming down over the next few days. But make sure you check out that Virgo new moon, deep healing and divine manifestation, because that's what this whole reading was about. Was going in, releasing, letting go, allowing spirit, surrendering to that healing energy. Just like we got in this first card with the anxiety. Understanding that we need to release, we need to actively release that energetic, that anxiety-ridden energy. Noticing that, like Drea said, not only are we protected from the storm, but the storm is moving away from us. So, in order to, it's so important to actively release, because that's the vibration that we're holding. Again, the universe isn't detecting whether it's coming from our imagination, coming from our mind, we're making it up, or whether or not it's an actual real life experience. The universe just says, oh, here's the vibration. Okay, let me go ahead and match it and send it back to them. So that's why we must actively release. And we're being told again that that period of hostility, that period of harshness, whether it be internal or external, that period is moving away. That period is ended. We are now in a new season. Remember, our fairies have been telling us that come autumn, that is our season of great harvests, multiple harvests of abundance. So we have moved out of the hostility. We're no longer fighting for it. We're opening up and receiving all of the abundance that this life, this universe has to offer for us. But again, we're warned. There still may be a little more work to do. In essence, we still need to go in and begin to, like we talked about in the lecture the other night, in facing and uncovering those, what are those hidden abundance blocks? We're not only going to go overcome them, but we're going to crush them. We're going to dissolve them. We're going to get them the heck out of the flow. So there's still a little bit more active work that we need to do. But as we do all of this, and the further we move into this season, the more and more time we find for rest and rejuvenation, to make time to focus, not to focus, but to let go, and to allow spirit to come in. And I love this image in particular. He's in his relaxed meditative state, and really spirit, source, God, your higher self, your goddess self is coming in and doing the inner work that needs to be done, doing that deep healing, raising your vibration to what it is, to match what exactly it is that you want to be attracting into your life. I absolutely love that. And then again, finally, we're being told once again to get into that vibration of love, to get into the heart center. So many of you over the last 2 weeks alone, I cannot tell you how many private readings I've done, and so many of you, even in our group readings, have been directed to allow that healing energy to flow, that your heart in particular, your heart, get in your heart, be heart-centered. Your heart is now healing. You are not the same person you used to be. So, having said that, sometimes we have different thoughts, different attitudes that, oh my gosh, this didn't work out in the past, so what if now? You're not the same person. Those thoughts, those standards no longer apply to you. So you have to continue to actively release those thoughts, those anxieties, those hostilities, so that you can allow your heart to continue to heal. And as you do so, again, spirit comes in and begins to do that deep transformation. It's kind of like Drea, like you said, in the sense that in the past, normally you feel a certain kind of way, but man, all of a sudden this year, I realize I feel a little bit different. The cool part that spirit is telling me right now is that all of us, not just you, not just me, all of us this is just the beginning. This is just the foundation. So if we're beginning to feel some of that internal relief, we're beginning to see things manifest. That's that manifestation challenge we have going for this lunar cycle. We begin seeing those things happen in our lives right now in our physical worlds. But again, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. There are ebbs and flows. There are cycles to everything. So even though we've got this big harvest coming now, come wintertime, we're going to have the completion of the cycle. But guess what? Come next spring, as we continue to grow and continue to raise our vibration, our understanding, our level of inner consciousness, our doing within self, letting our light shine brighter, guess what? Come next spring, we get a whole nother blossom of blessings. We get a whole nother blossom that takes us in through summer, where things become their brightest and their shiniest yet, even more from where they are. And then next fall, we get an even bigger harvest. So it's a continual cycle of where we're going. And that's, again, why I want us to stay so focused on where we're at, which, guys, brings us to the perfect timing of our spirit animal. Take your time. We just got into fall. What we determined less than 24 hours ago, about 21 hours ago. We just got into fall. So allow these things to take place within you. We're at a point now. We're not forcing, we're not hurrying, we're not rushing this, right? We're just doing the active work, and we're allowing it to happen. We're allowing spirit to come in and move as we need to shift the energy, to raise our vibration. But the main thing is that we're constantly staying connected. I'm going to move this card out of the way. The main thing is that we're going into that place of rest and rejuvenation. We're going into Nimatona, our power place, our spiritual place. That place within that we can connect to the divine, and we can feel the loving energy, the rise in vibration of the angel of love. And again, as we do that, as we allow that healing to take place within, and we raise our vibration and we turn that love inward, as we turn that love inward, it then expounds from us. That's what we send out, and then that's exactly what we bring back to us. More greater appreciation of who we are, more greater understanding, more deeper love, more intimate connections, not even just with our partners, our spouses, our mates, not just in a sexual manner, but even deeper connections within our family, our relationships with our family members and with our friends and coworkers. You always have, I was thinking about this earlier, we have relationships with friends who we get along with, we pal around with, we buddy around with, but then we have those deep, intimate friendships where you know each other's deepest secrets. And I'm not even going to say deepest, darkest secrets, but we know each other's deepest secrets. We know each other at our core, at our rawest, realest moments. Right? So we can develop deeper relationships like that. What I know in particular is that there are a lot of you right now who are, and I'm going to use this word because this word keeps coming up in coaching sessions and in discovery sessions, but have been feeling very isolated over the last year or two, maybe even longer. Feeling like, man, nobody really thinks or feels the way that I do. Nobody really understands. You feel like you're sometimes off on this esoteric mindset, and everybody's, just here in this third dimensional earth, like beep bop boop, I am a robot. And you're like, no, get in your, there's so much more to life, and people are looking at you like, okay, you freaking hippie. What I want you to, and so you've come to isolate yourself. You've come to isolate those feelings. And the thing of this to know is that anxiety of people no longer understanding, those hostilities of them kind of looking at you funny, maybe thinking you're weird, those things are passing, those things are moving away. And as you begin to nurture yourself, at the end of the day is what it boils down to, nurturing yourself and nurture your spirit, and you take your time and allow it to happen, then you begin to find, okay, as my vibration rises, I'm now clearing that blockage. I'm not in this world alone. My vibration is rising. Now the universe is sending me more of those people. It's not only sending me more of those people, but the people who are already around me have a greater understanding of what it is that I'm doing, because I have a greater understanding of who I am and a greater love and appreciation for who I am. If I don't love and appreciate myself, how the heck can I expect anybody else to truly love and appreciate me as well? So the thing that I love is this is really the opportunity in this rest and rejuvenation period to sit back and go, okay, what are the thoughts that have been blocking me? One of the thoughts that I had to let go of in the last several months is that I'm not in this walk. I'm not in this journey alone. I'm not the only one who thinks and feels like that. That was literally not only an abundance block, but that was a vibration that I was putting out. And the more and more I told myself and I told the universe that I'm alone and my friends don't think like I do, guess what? The more and more isolated I felt, the more and more isolated I found myself. And sometimes isolation isn't entirely bad. We go there to experience what we need to experience so that we can come out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that we can learn from it. So all of these things in the past that we've gone through have not been necessarily bad, because again, we talked about this in the live stream the other night. We are stepping away from that emotional wave of all the highs and all the lows, and now we are becoming observers. Okay, so now that this emotion is here, now I can observe it, recognize it for what it is, and then I can attune my energy to what I need it to be, to what I want to create. Raise my vibration, as opposed to going on that roller coaster and taking our vibration down to the pits of hell with us, and then wondering why everything keeps coming at us so crazy. Okay, got you. God was like, all right, Sharita, you're getting worked up. But guys, I'm really so excited about this. I'm really so excited about this. This is a time to recognize that the hostilities, the anxiety, the frustrations, the feeling of aloneness, the depression in all of us, this is a new season. This is a new season of change, and we're in Libra. And again, anytime I hear about Libra, I think balance. I think justice. I think fairness. I think of, for me, being not only a Virgo, but being an extreme Virgo. And you look at my chart, I am an extreme Virgo. For me, it is a great balance of recognizing, especially even for me in this last 24 hours, 48 rather to 72 hours alone, feeling this shift come on, feeling this Virgo new moon, and then into the sun into Libra, just really feeling a balance of not only my analytical Virgo side, but my creative side. Being able to let go of having to mentalize everything, like, how does this work? How does that work? And being able to let things just flow. Let things just flow, and seeing the duality, seeing everything for what it is, being able to make clear and concise, conscious choices, and not feeling rushed or stuffed or forced into or feeling like I have to react. I don't have to react to anything. It just is. Being able to be present in the moment. Oh, man, y'all. Man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Rest and rejuvenation. Allow yourself to just be. Allow your higher self to come in and work down on this physical level, on this third dimensional level. Again, because you are multidimensional. You are multifaceted. You exist in all dimensions. But sometimes we get so blocked, and that's really the key. The heart chakra, think about that as the doorway to the upper dimensions, to your higher self. So when the more and more we allow ourselves to heal, right? We nurture ourselves, turn that love inward. The more and more we allow our higher self, our spirit self, our God self to come in and interact with us here in this third dimension. To really step into the people that we know we are meant to be, to live the lives that we know we are meant to live. To be the goddesses we on this earth are meant to be the leaders we are meant to be, to live the freedom, the free life that we are meant to be, to live. Okay, I think that about winds it up. I think that about winds us up, y'all. Ooh-wee. I think I could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about that. Because that is something not only that I'm extremely passionate about, but that is something that really is a integral part to my life purpose here on earth, and one of the reasons why I'm doing the readings and why we're creating the courses and what have you. So it is my sincerest hope and desire to not only for myself, but to help others step into their highest God or goddess self, to live a life of freedom, to live a life of creation of your own, not to live a life of reactionary where this happened, now I have to do that. Oh, well, I'm stuck here. No. Getting back to that inner child within. What is it that you loved to do? What is it that you still love to do? Why aren't you doing that now? What's keeping you from getting there? All right, y'all. That's what I got for today. Let's social it up one more time. So really, as we're in this season, I think in particular, this is a good overall reading for our fall season. Not just for today, not just for, you know, Libra, but just really for our entire fall season is getting in, taking our time, allowing things to progress as they're supposed to, allowing our hearts to heal, not forcing anything to happen. We don't have to force, because there's no more anxiety. There's no more anxiety, and there's no hostile feelings, whether they be external or internal. We can just allow, continue to raise our vibration, do what you need to do. So on that note, y'all, make sure that you check out that video. I probably honestly will take it down within the next 48 hours. It's coming down. It's all over Facebook, and it's on my YouTube as well. If you have any questions, just go to either one of those pages, any of my Facebook pages or YouTube, and you will find it there. Also, it is in the Goddess group. So again, it will be coming down in about 48 hours. So heads up, beware, be square, all that good jazz. No, what is that song? Too hip to be square. Thank you so much to our energy deck. Thank you, God, for really just allowing the energy to flow, for giving us the greater knowledge and understanding, helping us to recognize where in our lives we are still hanging on to those anxious thoughts, where we're still hanging on to those hostilities, helping us to recognize and really to not force it, but to release it, to just allow it, to recognize that that's just energy. And once we step back from it, we can just release it and allow it to flow. So thank you for helping us to understand and illuminating those areas within our shadow self. We also want to thank our higher selves, our God selves, for coming down and really just interacting with us, helping us to heal. This angel of love, for calling for her and all the beings that love us unconditionally, for coming in and really just allowing that healing to flow within our hearts, to help us to align fully, not just our heart chakra on up, but to fully align our entire selves with what it is that you have for us. Oh, thank you so much for the guidance and the blessings and the unconditional love. Amen. All right, guys, I will see everybody live tomorrow for the Sunday reading. And yeah, all that good jazz. I don't know that we're going to be, that's my plan. For the last few Sundays, I've said that and other things have happened. So that's the plan so far. But otherwise, I'll just say in the meantime, I'll see you tomorrow. Social up. Have a good day. Happy Saturday. All that good jazz. Rest and rejuvenate. Bye.